A former law enforcement told me this story. He was a deputy sheriff at a county in Kentucky. It happened in 1997, around 8 p.m. He was finishing an investigation of a domestic altercation, and he was heading back to headquarters to file a report. Now, in a couple of hours, he'd be ending his shift, and he's looking forward to be with his family. Now, while driving back to headquarters, he decided to take a different route. He said that he had a few minutes to kill to have a peaceful drive, change of scenery, which I understand. So as he was traversing this rural road, he saw a huge tree trunk in the middle of the road. He stopped and he said that he thinks that it was deliberately placed in the middle of the road to stop a vehicle. So he cautiously went out of his cruiser, got his flashlight, and looked around. He pointed his flashlight around the woods, and then he heard what he called like a cat scratching its claws on a tree, only much louder. When he looked up, he pointed his flashlight, and what he saw was forever etched in his mind. It made him question reality, his upbringing, his fate, everything life taught him, everything what he knew, what he studied. It made him question everything. What he saw was a canine-like creature snarling with amber glowing eyes, huge canine teeth, saliva dripping, perched on a tree. He said it was like a werewolf. It had jet black hair, shiny black hair. It had broad-shouldered but with a tapered waist. V-like waist. And what he cannot forget was its hands. It doesn't have paws, it has hands, has fingers. It has claws on its fingers. It looks like a raccoon's hand. He froze. I mean, he's frightened, but he still managed to draw his gun. And at that moment, as his flashlight was pointed at this creature, he saw the facial expression of this beast, from snarling to curious. He said it closed its mouth. It started to look at his gun. He sensed that this animal has intelligence. It has the look of he knows what a gun is. He understands that this is a weapon that can harm him. That's what his gut is telling him. So this creature never left its eye on his firearm. Then it looked at him and then jumped to another tree. And as he jumped, the tree shook violently, like a weight was lifted off from the tree, and that made, this movement made him snap back to reality. And sensing that this creature would pounce on him from above, he dashed immediately back to his cruiser, made a J-turn, and went back the other way. While at headquarters, he was visibly shaken. He was pale as a ghost. As he was having coffee, he was invited by his sergeant in his office for a talk. He said that his sergeant noticed his demeanor and was asking if he was alright. He told him his story. He was expecting to be laughed at, but he didn't. He was listening intently, and after he finished, there was a 1 minute silence from the sergeant, and then he said that there are evil things in this world that we can't explain, and I advise you to not tell anyone what you saw. And this story will end in my office, and he was dismissed. Disturbed, he sensed that his sergeant knows about this creature. Probably at one time he saw it, or other deputies have seen it, or eyewitnesses he had interviewed seen it as well. And after his retirement, and with the advent of the internet, he did his own research and was surprised of how many channels, contents are out there about this creature, which they call Dogman. And up until now, he still have night terrors. He never told the story to his family, only to a few friends. So guys, what do you think? Do you believe that this creature exists? You believe, what are they? Whatever, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section, and if you want to support my channel, subscribe, hit the like button, share, and I'll see you around.